Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today I'm going to draw Dino Megazord from Power Rangers. So I'm going to do an upper body shot, arms coming out this way, let's go up to the top. What I'm going to do is draw the centerpiece of the head first of all. So let's go sort of up to about here. I'm just going to draw a little rectangle in about here, so just a little rectangular area like that. Then what I'm going to do is just pop a couple of lines sort of coming backwards in there. There's one on the side here as well. We can just thicken that line there really. Go across like that. And then we'll just thicken that line here on the left. Come down to about here and the head will come off that point there. Now this does actually taper into the head, so we might as well go and do that now. So I'm gonna just bring my pen in, sort of taper it in to about there. There we go. A little line across that. Okay, next up, just going to draw the top part of the head. I'm going to just do a little curve over this way. So from about there, just do a nice little curve down there. And on this side, draw a little curve down that way there. Now, underneath this point here is like the red band above his eyes. So I'm going to draw, first of all, about here to the center, a little V, like that. And then either side of that, I'm just going to draw across, slight curve, and across there, sort of eclipsing the head point. Then what I'm going to do is draw a line down here and a line down to there. Then I'm going to come back on itself here. So I'm going to draw along here, pop it down, a little curve in the center downwards, back up and across there. Got that top area of his head. Now underneath this part here are the eyes, so I'm just going to draw a little oval. It cuts in over the side of that there, and there's a little bit underneath there. That's all I need to do for the eyes. And then what I can do is just draw a line in the center here where he's got sort of like his face armor coming down that way there. Now, either side of this on the head, just going to come out this way here, and on the right here, come out this way down to there. This point here actually comes out a little bit more. And then what we do have is a little curve either side of that. It's got these horn elements coming upwards either side, so I'm going to do one at a time. So what I'll do is I'll come up from about this point, just come up diagonally here, then upwards there, then come back in on yourself to about there. This then ends in a point, and what we do is we come back out on ourselves, just taper it out here, come down this way here, and then back to the top point about there. And on this side, I'm going to come up about this point here, I'm going to come out at a diagonal first of all, then just back in a bit here, come back in on yourself again over this way, and then return back at that point, down and back in to the head area there. So there's just a little bit more emphasis on this side. Right, where I've got that in, I can draw like the chest plate area here. So we've got a line going across where it straightens up here, so I'm going to draw it's like a line up to that, just a bit further than that line on the visor there. I'm going to come and just draw downwards this way here, and just slightly downwards to about there. We'll drop it in there, and we'll drop it in about here. Then we'll come back in on ourselves, so about this point, and here to about that point. We've got two little diagonal drops here. Just join that up. We've got a little sort of dink of the design that comes up here and about there. There's a little bit of 3D here, so it just comes back in on itself on this side. Two lines in, like that. This point here, just join up there. And then I can come down and start drawing the rest of the face plate on his chest. So I'm going to come downwards here, just draw a line, and we've got a line here, and we've got a line, make a bit 3D here. We'll then join this up, so there, come up to about here, come in, draw a straighter line here, then we'll come up and down there. And while we're here, we might as well draw how it matches up. So from the edge, from this corner here to here, we have a line. From here to here, we have a diagonal line there. Then we go up to here. Then we come downwards along here to about this point here. So there. Go upwards into that diagonal there. I'm going to go down from here to here and back up like that. So we've got those little points in right now. Okay, just the bottom part of this faceplate to go, this chest plate. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to bring my pen along here. I'm going to come up this way here. Next up, what I'm going to do is just draw the rest of that sort of back area. Now we have a bit of a curve here. We have a little curve where the armor socket goes. And then we'll just come in, we'll curve it in here, come out and into the body, come along this way here, and then join it up to the edge there. Again, it's sort of a bit 3D here, so I'm just gonna sort of draw that main 3D element. While we're here, we might as well get to the torso. So again, we've got a line here, a line there, and we've got one here on the side coming down there. Next up, we've got, it's almost like a belt area, I suppose. It just starts off the lower torso. So I'll just draw a line from this point here, just come out to about there and down. We'll go straight across here to about there and down there. And there's just a little one here, just kind of goes out like that. It's got that nice 3D element on him. Okay, this front part here is kind of capped with a, say, a rectangular area in the center here. So I'm just gonna pop that in there. There's a little chip of yellow in there, so I'm just gonna draw another little rectangle in that area. I'm gonna come along with another rectangular point out here and then out here. This then comes down either side of that and sort of joins up along the bottom area here. We've then got a little point where just draw a little diagonal up there and up there. And this bit again is a little bit 3D, so I'm just going to draw a little block on the edge of that. Then I'm going to draw two lines down here and one out from there. And we can join that up there. We can draw this central bit, actually. This is quite like a black central bit here. Joins up, so just taper that down to the center here. And then what we can do is just draw in two little diagonals to that point. Maybe just come down a little bit and we can draw a secondary point just to join it up. And we can do that here as well. Come up to about this point and we draw a little triangle there. Got that front portion done. It's got like a little communicator area here, so I'm just gonna diagonally come out there, come down here, another diagonal there, and then just curve it around to join it up. There's a little faceplate on this bit, so I'm just gonna draw a little line down here, down to there. I think that's all I really need to do there. And then I've got the legs just sort of tapering out, so I've got this, actually there's a little bit just coming off here first of all, so I've got just a little bit coming off the edge there, a bit like this point. And then I can just draw a little line down here for the top of the leg, curve it in. The back of that first leg is probably about here, curve it in. A couple of little lines just to show the machinery. And on this side, the leg comes down this way, so I'm going to go from about this point, bring it down, curve it in a bit like that, And from about here, we'll just come in, curve it down there. Again, we can just pop in a couple little lines there. It's got these blocky legs, and maybe we just show a little hint of that by drawing a line across there, sort of bringing it out a bit, and then just bringing it down, just sort of shows and affirms that sort of blocky element of the Dino Megazord. On this side, similar thing, we're going to come outwards this way, sort of down, maybe just in a little bit there, come out here, down, and then it's almost like a bit 3D here, so just going to give a hint of that. Again, it just adds to that blockiness of the character. Right, I've got that bit in. So next up, what I want to do is just these big old shoulder pads on the Dino Megazord. Let's start off on the right here. Let's do the arm. I'm going to come up at an angle. 1, and then 2. Join that up. And then we'll come out this way. So I'm going to come out this way here. Just sort of pipe it, join up. Got 2 lines that come down either side. So 1, 2. And then it comes along this way here. Kind of just bites into the edge of him here. I think it probably does curve up there. And we'll just pipe that bit, come up here and join up there. And then we've got the little M for the Megazord in this area here. So I might as well do that one here. So it kind of comes up, little diagonal out, down. And then we just can do a little hint, just sort of some little lines to give a hint of that M. And then later on we can go back in and just colour that up. Doesn't need to be super accurate. Just under this point, there's a little 3D part of the arm. So I'm going to diagonally come out here and in. Just draw a little line up there. And we've got a continuation of this upper arm of the blockiness. So I'm going to come downwards here, and downwards there. Join it to there, join it up there. Then I've got his rest of his arm coming out this way. So there's just a little mechanism here, a little bit of the circular bit. And then we can just draw a big old blocky area. So a line down here, diagonal out, and then we can go right out here. And up this way, we can come up just a bit and then just bring out the arm there. It goes to an angle, so probably about here. And then we can just bring it down like that. And I can draw a nice line that goes to the edge of the other arm there. There's a little bit just that kicks out here, so just going to bring out a little, almost like a little fin area there, and a line there. With the hand, it's a clenched fist, so what I'm going to do first, just draw a little curved area for a thumb, and then I'll come out here and just give an idea of the fingers. So the first finger's here, there's like a plate that goes all the way down here and rock into that edge point. And then we can just go and draw the fingers in. So we've sort of got 1, 2, and then another line there. And then we can just draw a couple of lines across that just to show it's a clenched fist. On this side, draw the shoulder pad coming up a little bit higher. So first of all, about this point, I'm going to just draw a line up here. Then I'm going to come out up this way here. And then return down sort of this way here. I'm going to draw a diagonal there, and then probably a diagonal sort of going here. Join that up. Got a line going all the way across to here and up. And then I've got a little join about there. Again, we can kind of just sort of pipe this area around the shoulder pad, so just go along it, a little bit chunkier at the top here, down. And then we can just give a hint of that M for the Megazord, so it sort of comes up either side at the edge there, sort of comes up there, and then a longer return there. And again, just a little hint, just a few little lines for that M. We can go and colour that in red later. Just under here, we have a tapered little bit going into the forearm, so 2 little lines down, join it up. That also means we can join this bit up as well, and join it up there. Then we can draw the arm down this way. So I've got a line coming down this way and curve it in. A line coming down this way, curve it in. And we've got a little socket joint here. So we kind of come up and down, and that there shows the socket joint. It's slightly 3D, so I'm just going to draw a little line down there. And then we come to the forearm area. So we basically go across this way here. We go diagonally down there. We go diagonally down here. We'll come out this way here. We'll come down and out this way here. Then we'll come down this way here, down this way here. We'll flip a little line here, block in this way here, join that up, put an edge and in, and then down along that way there. The hand area, again, we've got a thumb area here, so I'm going to bring my pen round like that there, just draw that thumb area. I'm going to come out from here along, draw that plate going along the knuckles, up and in. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, and a fourth finger there. Just a couple of lines to show that's robotic, and we'll join in there. Now that's the basic outline of Dino Megazord. What I will do is just draw a little bit of detail, just a bit. Just a little bit of a couple of little strokes on the inner of this point. Adds a bit of effectiveness. Just go around the edge here and there. A couple of little lines on the mask here. And then we've got some little indents going on. So just in here, there's a little plate in here. So I'm gonna draw a little curved area, sort of in the center there. Join that up, and then what I'll do is just put a few little lines in, like that. A couple of little edge lines coming in here. And then in the center point, we can go, just draw a little line there, and then we've almost got these little sort of runners going up. So got a little line there, continues up here to the top there. And on this side, comes down here, down there, sort of steps out a little bit on there. A couple of little markers, just sort of a couple of little bits of detail, a few little lines go a long way with this character. It makes them help him look robotic. Just a couple of little creases just in here. Got a few little sort of lines here going up. Maybe just in this point there's a little square point, and in here we can just flit in a few little robotic lines along these edges here. And these things help with all the little angles that we've got and things like that as well. Maybe a little circle in there. Just join that up there. Again, it's sort of just a few little robotic pneumatic points. There's almost a little curved area here. A couple little lines down. It goes along the edges. And then we go to the legs, sort of can be a bit more freer around here. So I'm just gonna flit in a few little robotic lines. Goes a long way. Just a little bit more in here. Then what I might do is just get the Sharpie pen, just blitz that outer point, make him pop a little bit on the outside, so makes the picture pop, and it makes the detail parts just a little bit more effective. It'll join up any gaps that we've left along the way. You see it's starting to kind of come together. You would just leave it a little bit around the head. It's quite thick up there anyway. Just a little hit. If you've got a thicker pen, just help add a little bit of outer texture to him. curves around in there. Let it taper off down here. We just go in the centre bit here. Just a couple of the lines will just enhance. Here we go. I think that's looking a lot stronger now we've put that in. And there we go. I'm going to go in, colour that up. That's Dino Megazord from Power Rangers. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know who I can draw next, and I'll see you again soon. Alright, bye for now.